Welcome to Acquired Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
Woogity, woogity, woogity.
Oh,
No, it's not.
nope, he's not. Oh boy.
Hey,
Hey, wait.
Okay, there it is.
I was gonna say, did you put the thing on there that I made?
I know, dude, I have not been up here since the last time we recorded.
Dang it.
That would have been the perfect transport. I don't know why this actually was like that though. That was really weird.
Huh.
I don't know. Anyways, so we were saying, welcome to Acquired Taste Podcast.
Woogity.
There's a woogity, and I'm here as well. Yeah, that was really weird. We haven't recorded in like 3 weeks, so you know.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. Technology has been sitting stagnant for weeks now. It's rough up here. Anyways, welcome to Quiet Taste Podcast. If you're new to the podcast, we appreciate giving us a listen. We are a history-based podcast. As you see by the sign, serious history, unserious host for those that are watching on YouTube. We are going to be doing history one today, though. It is Black History Month, so if you're joining us, prepare yourself for Black History. You're going to be engrossed in it. So yeah, if you're a returning listener, we appreciate giving us another listen to. Thanks for coming back to us. Thanks for sticking with us all these years. I think we're in year about to be year 4.
Yep.
In about 2 months. So that's cool. So yeah, if you're still here after all these years, we appreciate it. If you're new, give our old episodes a listen to. We're switching over to a bi-weekly format. So if you are a returning listener, you probably have heard us every week for 4 years now. New listeners, you're going to be getting us once every other week. But we have a lot of good topics back there. We have almost 200 episodes. So it's a lot to cover. It's a lot to go over. So yeah, if you want to listen to some of our old stuff, please feel free to. I'm actually going to be referencing an old episode in this one. So that's going to be a good one. So
Okay.
and then we're going to yell something. You're going to enjoy this. We're all going to get a kick out of it. It's going to be fantastic. But anyways, yeah, so if you're new, we do about 15 minutes of banter at the beginning of every episode. Kind of gets us loosened up and whatnot. If you're a return listener, you know what the deal is. Stick with us a little bit. We'll get to the meat and potatoes of the topic and what have you. I think, Ben, you said you had an icebreaker today, man. What's going on?
I do. And actually, in hindsight, it's incredibly appropriate given our
Okay.
15-minute diatribe before we were recording.
Yeah, we were going at it for a while there. In my head, I'm like, man, we're talking for a while. This is nice, but like, I have to work in the morning. Can y'all get the fuck out of my house? Like,
So, my icebreaker, I would not ask. Your answer will be interesting too.
Okay.
But I would not ask if DJ wasn't recording with us.
Okay.
And you'll understand. You'll understand.
All right.
So it's a would you rather.
Oh God.
It's a safe would you rather.
Well, so we have a Patreon, by the way.
One medium has to disappear from your life forever.
Okay.
Movies or music?
Movies. Yeah.
Yeah, same movies.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by. I didn't know which way you would go.
Yeah, dude. I like it because honestly, like movies themselves, I love movies, but I haven't really. We were talking about earlier before we started recording, which we should have recorded that anyways. Because why not? But we were talking about movies and how the '90s had like this great, like the '80s, '90s were just like, such a great era for movies, and now we just really don't give a shit.
Yeah,
and that's why, because I don't really give a shit anymore about movies. Like I haven't been to the movie theater. The last time I went to the theater, the only time I go to the theaters now is when they do like an old movie.
Sure, but I am including old movies.
Well, that sucks.
So that's the thing is like, all music disappears for you, or all movies disappear for you.
I'm gonna still stand on that though, because if you look at, and I mentioned this earlier too, I was talking about John Williams and the scores that he created for these movies. The movie wouldn't be the same without it.
Well, that's true.
So like, yeah,
that's true.
Like
that's
you're
I
taking.
mean
that is a fair. I didn't consider that. Let's say that still exists.
Okay.
But yeah, like the main thing is, you're driving home listening to talk radio, but able to watch movies, to unwind, or you can never watch a movie again, but you have your Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I'm standing on it.
Yeah,
because for me, it's music.
Okay.
I'm keeping movies all day.
I don't think anybody's surprised by that.
Yeah. all day.
See, for me, the music, I think one of the biggest reasons is that I can still do other things while listening to music.
See, and I can't.
Really?
I have in a lot of cases I have to stop because I'll try. Like if we're driving, it's great. This and the other. If I'm trying to perform some sort of task or something,
Mm-hmm.
I need to stop the music.
Wow. Yeah. See,
And
that's the opposite
more
for
often
me.
than not, I cannot passively listen to music. And the same with podcasts too. And
Yeah.
everything. It's like any kind of audio that's going on, and like multitasking is a fucking lie. But
Mm.
any kind of audio that's going on, and I need to perform some sort of visual or other type of task,
Mhm.
I have to get rid of that stimulus.
Well,
Yeah.
I will be the one to agree with you. Like, I turn down my music so I can see better.
Yeah.
Like when I'm driving and stuff. Like that's a definite
Pull up
thing
to
that
someone's
happens.
house. Like, hold up.
Wait a minute. Exactly. I got to make
Right.
sure I can visualize. Like
Turn
if
this
I'm
down.
parallel parking, I'm turning the shit down a little bit. Like it's just how it is. Like,
And me too. Me too. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like at work and everything, because I always tried to listen to music at work or, you
Mhm.
know,
I think
and things like that and everything. I always end up like not turning it off, but pausing it essentially, or it just doesn't get in at all.
Yeah. See, for me, the movie thing is especially if it's a really good movie or if it's something I've never seen before, that's really good. All my attention is directed. I'm trying to catch subtle hints and things and
Yeah.
follow storylines and maybe even myself try to get ahead of the story before it even unfolds, you know? So all my attention is there, you know, as where for me with music, I virtually have music playing at least 9 hours a day.
Oh, sure. Well, I know who
Um,
I'm talking to.
you
That's
know,
why that's
yeah.
why this question was posed. Because
And
like,
lately, honestly, I will admit I do appreciate silence a lot more. I need like a good hour
sure,
out of the day
Mm.
where like I don't have anybody fucking talking to me. I'll
Man, it's
just
so
be in a
beautiful.
room.
it's a great time.
Yeah, like I
Hmm.
don't want to hear the fan going. I don't want to hear anything, you know. And
Hmm.
it's the only time I really get to sit with my thoughts and reflect on whatever, you know, whatever happened during the week, things like that. Um, but even if you're doing something like if I'm in the sauna relaxing, I can put on a certain type of music that doesn't need words or
Hmm.
anything like that. It could just be a mood thing.
So,
So I can kind of cater the music to whatever I'm
so
doing, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
actually, you know what? I did a great recent example of what I'm talking about. You just reminded me of it because
Hmm.
recently I bought the book Marcus Aurelius's Meditations.
Okay.
And I'm reading it and everything, and for whatever reason, I just randomly thought, like, you know, and I'm gonna try some of that ambiance, some of that ambiance
Get you some
music,
lo-fi, yeah.
and every time I went on to.
There's actually a lo-fi
And,
artist I sent Aaron. I'll have to send him to you, but he does like a bunch of movie
mhm.
music, like Star Wars and like all their scores, and he makes it into ambient kind of lo-fi
Oh, okay.
music. Yeah.
And yeah, so I put it on, and I'm trying to read it and everything. I made it 2 minutes. I turned it off.
That's hilarious.
Because I need. This is where my brain needs to be. My ears can't be somewhere else.
Yeah, I listen to music and read all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
Like,
can't do it.
well, because I'll read so on my lunch, I eat lunch really quickly, like not
Mhm.
DJ fast, but I eat fast enough.
Mhm.
And if anybody knows DJ personally and ever has eaten in front of this man, he eats like he's in prison. Like somebody's going to
Yeah.
come and take his shit.
I
Like
don't know where I
it's
got that
Well,
from.
the only fucking tattoo he doesn't have is teardrops.
Yeah.
so, but I eat my lunch. It's hilarious.
I just like that. Yeah.
But I have like, an hour for lunch. 10 minutes of that, I'm done with lunch. I'm done with eating. So I have like another 50 minutes.
I'm the same
So
way.
I said I was building Legos at my desk, which is hilarious. We were like, dude, are you building Legos at your desk? Like, yes, I'm building Legos. Leave me alone. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude.
I'm having a great time. Like, I build model kits and Legos to like get my mind off of a screen.
Mhm.
That's where I read books on paper, get my eyes off of a screen.
Sure.
But I'm reading a book and I'll have, like, if I'm reading a book, I'll have my headphones on, kind of as a universal don't talk to me, and also to like, because it lo-fi especially, I'll listen to like a lot of New Japanese or something like that, where it's like lo-fi hip-hop, and I'll be listening to that while reading, and it's easy for my brain to kind of ease and then focus on that.
Yeah.
Or like when I'm working, I'm typing up shit on my computer all day, so I'm like either coordinating a team or coordinating something, and I'll just listen to music while I'm doing that. 'Cause I'll be like da 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 da. It'll keep me focused on that instead of getting distracted and look at my phone or something.
Yeah.
So it helps me focus.
I will bring up another point, and I realized this when I rewatched Home Improvement, that
Okay.
I do enjoy having background TV on
Mm.
where I'm not completely invested in it, but I can come in and out of it. and
Yeah,
still
like,
enjoy it.
it's like
you
having
know?
a fan on for
'Cause
you.
Yeah.
I will do that while I cook and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because my kitchen and living room are it's basically the same fucking room. So like I'll put something on that I can kind of tune in and tune out, rather than listening to music.
Yeah.
You know.
See, now
I'll do either.
see, that is actually interesting because I cook with music,
Oh.
but I think it's the fact I can't actually pause it, or
Mm.
something's gonna happen, and but I know a lot of it doesn't get in.
Yeah.
Like, and because that's the other thing, it's like your brain does task switching. It doesn't really do multitasking as like
Yeah.
people think it does. It just shuts one side off and everything. That's why like a lot of times you have to redo something. Your
Yeah.
brain's just really good at switching.
That's the curse they say about drummers is
Yeah.
that we have 4 different parts of our
Mhm.
brain, and so we can operate 4 things at the same time. But the only problem is we're only operating those at 25% capacity
Right.
each.
Right. And yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
so
it.
they're
Like,
all lacking like something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some truth there.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
you have to not to go on a tangent about it, but you have to be at like unconscious competence or I'm sorry, conscious competence level for like multitasking to actually like take hold.
Mhm.
And that's why I'm going crazy about the music thing is because like I'll get into a zone like, wait, what was that? Oh damn it, I'm trying to do this thing. And then I just end up turning it off.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I didn't hear the thing I thought I was gonna hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, task. I'm thankful that task switching is something that my brain does.
Yeah.
Automatically. It's really really easy
Yeah.
for me.
Well,
Um,
and we all
and-
do. It's just people call it multitasking.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
Mhm.
for me. I can do like, and Jessica's mad at me all the time for this because I'll be in the middle of a conversation with her, but I'll hear something like in my head. I'll be having a whole nother conversation.
Oh yeah.
that I'm hearing like da 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 da. Like what was that? Like oh something happened over there, and I'll fill it right on what I just saw.
Mhm.
Like what the? But we were just. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
on.
and that's the cool thing about being a human is even if you're doing something, your emergency systems are always on
Oh yeah,
and whatnot. And because I mean, I can read and still think I'm getting broken into.
yeah, that's fair.
Ain't gonna catch me sleeping. But
But like when I'm cleaning the house, it's easy for me to like listen to music or whatever because the task I'm doing is so menial. I don't need to focus on it.
and that's where that is actually present. Where
Yeah.
what the neurologists go on about with the switching, where it's like you don't actually have to engage the visual side of your brain as much, so the audio can get in.
Yeah, like I'm mopping
Yeah.
my floors.
Exactly.
Cool.
I've
Like-
seen them before,
Like I've done this before thousands of times.
and that's
It's easy.
exactly it.
It's
That's
very interesting. Ben's brain seems to be like color switched, like the opposite of mine when it comes to that. You know.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah, that's funny.
diametrically opposed on
Yeah,
this.
that's super.
and I knew we would be. That's why I was like, "Ooh, this is a good, this is a good icebreaker."
interesting.
And everything, because yeah, but also I imagine your memories are wrapped up in your music, and
You know, it's-
my
it's-
memories are 100% wrapped up in my movies.
Yeah, I can spot out movie quotes and
Mm-hmm.
years in movies really good,
Yeah.
but music as far as with drums, like the catalog of music that I know how to play by heart
Oh, sure.
is in the thousands.
But I also,
and I don't even know how that happens, how my brain can
but
hold that, you know.
But I get what I'm getting at is I more mean like the people that you saw concerts with, the people that you've performed with.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
for me, the movies are the people I saw them with, the late
Yeah, yeah.
nights at a friend's house in high
Mhm.
school, and
Oh sure.
the coming of age stuff and everything. So that's where my memories are. So it's like movies,
yeah.
100% for me.
Yeah, I guess I would DJ on that one then because
Yeah.
my memories go for like shows that I've been to. Like oh man,
Sure.
I remember seeing this band or like this DJ or this artist with these people.
Mhm.
And it was a great time. Like
Yeah.
I talk about when I saw Dead Mouse and it was like, God, that was 16 years ago now.
I
And
know
I
that.
talk about it like it happened yesterday.
I know
like-
that. I know that name for some
Yes.
reason.
There you go. Welcome.
I have no idea why.
It's fine.
See, that's how my brain works.
That was
I
a
just hold-
trigger.
I just hold on to shit. That's my problem.
We found the code. We found the secret code that had to activate Ben.
Yeah, the Manchurian,
Manchurian candidate.
Like, oh God, it was a Canadian DJ? What the fuck is this? Who did this?
That's on the list, by the way.
It's fair.
what?
No, my movie list.
Oh,
my DVD,
okay.
my
yeah,
DVD,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
DVDs to buy.
That's good.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
That's good. For a point of reference, we were talking about this earlier about like how physical media is. It's a little bit sure. Well, media itself is being controlled in such a way where once they decide it's gone, it's gone.
You can't buy Simpsons DVDs anymore.
That upsets me.
I'm
for some
dead
reason.
serious because when I was making that list,
Yeah.
I was like, I should get the early seasons at the very least, the early seasons of The Simpsons.
Sure.
Like 1 through 20, but at least 1 through 9
Mhm.
and everything. Can't find it. I'm on Amazon. I'm on eBay. $700. Like, what am I? I'm thinking it's like I'm thinking it's some like Middle East scam.
Sure.
And everything. So I hop onto Google. I'm typing it up. Where can I buy Simpsons DVDs? Fucking nowhere.
Oh,
Disney
insane.
doesn't make them, or Disney doesn't allow them to be made anymore. They want you on Disney Plus.
That's
Right.
insane.
Yeah, I've ran into a few issues. I mentioned one earlier about a play that I enjoy that I can't find anymore because it's just gone.
Mhm.
Like it's completely gone. I can't, like, nobody has it.
Yeah.
Nowhere has it. It is insane. But yeah, so Ben's been building a list of like 420
420 so far.
of movies that he needs to buy.
Yeah.
So if you see Ben at this replay,
Yeah.
leave him alone.
Potentially I gotta wean out the ones that I
You already
already
have.
do.
Right.
And everything, but I definitely don't have 400 DVDs. So
You're doing strictly DVDs, no Blu-rays, just DVDs.
I mean, whatever I find,
Yeah.
given the
Sure.
age of a lot of them, I
Mhm.
mean, pretty much whatever I
I've
find.
got a few at my house I can
Yeah.
give you.
Okay.
I got a couple old ones. I don't know which ones I have, but I got like Idiocracy and a couple gems.
Yeah.
Things like
Nice.
You might want to hold on to that. That might be a cheat code for the next 10
that.
years.
Yeah. I had to order that one on eBay. Yeah, because I couldn't
Jeez.
find it anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fun times.
Yeah, something like that. I would love to have a year where we're not living in a crisis. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was on my coworker about this today, actually, because we're all around the same age, and I'm like, dude, like it'd be really nice if we just had a year where just nothing wasn't happening horribly to us,
Yeah, just chill for a
just
little
for
bit.
once.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, kind of where the 20th century isn't just repeating itself.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to the moon.
Again,
But,
yes.
like, I mean,
Yeah, we had a whole
I'm
podcast about it.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm excited. Like I was really upset Artemis 2 got delayed. I mean, I had my buddy and his kids were going to come over this month.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? The 16th, I think it was supposed to go.
Something like that.
And everything, and and we were going to watch everything, and then bam, they delayed it. I think now to this month, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And everything for them to go around the moon.
Well, 'cause I thought they were supposed to do another launch in March, anyways. Was the original plan? I thought like late March.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, well, no, actually, you know what? I think Elon is.
Oh,
But
that's what
I don't
of.
think NASA was. 'Cause
Okay, that might be my
yeah,
bad.
because this is Artemis 2, so the next one's Artemis 3, and that's next year or the year after.
Okay,
That's the one that lands on the moon.
yeah.
This
so
one's going to follow Apollo 13's orbit and basically go around it.
listener wise, if you wonder what we're talking about, we actually did a podcast about this like a year ago, talking about the launch that's happening now.
Did we talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that
Yeah, we did.
That's
Yeah, we
right.
did.
in the Apollo 13 episode? Or oh, okay, I wasn't on this one.
No, we had we actually had. I'm pretty sure we did a whole episode dedicated to the next part of the moon landing project. It might have been part of Apollo. Maybe we did talk about Apollo and then talk about the future, but
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
I
I think
don't-
that's
it's been like a year or two since we
Okay,
talked about this.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say it must have been something separate that I slept on or something, because yeah, we didn't talk about
You might
Artemis.
have missed
it might
that
have
one.
been one of the
Apollo
early
one.
years. We did like a
Yeah, but I
space,
knew
yeah,
about Artemis
episode.
happening because I was
Yeah, no, it's,
love space.
I mean, I
Both
think
outer and personal.
Yeah, I mean, I think space is cool and everything, but it's
Yes.
also just like wow, our generation gets to have a moon landing. That's where I'm at with it,
That is pretty exciting.
and I cannot wait for all the internet arguments. I am so excited.
Yeah,
Flat earthers, moon deniers, we all get to do it again.
Can't wait for the
Huh.
the Amazon fucking labeled spaceship to fly to the fucking moon.
the giant penis looking thing.
Yeah, can we talk about how Jeff Bezos is starting to look like fucking Dr. Evil?
Little bit.
He
Yeah.
has a penis shaped rocket, no hair, and a lot of money. Yes, he looks just like
He's
Dr.
just
Evil.
missing
Yeah.
you the cat.
He might
You
have it.
know? Yeah,
Yeah.
And a mini clone of himself.
yeah. The
Which
cat
he
might
probably
have
has,
hair right
right?
now. You know.
Just
Probably
shave
fucking
Danny
has.
DeVito again.
We should get to this episode.
Holy shit. It's gonna be like that TV one again.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You, me, and Brandy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, but
off the rail. We just had an episode where we just never got to the topic.
we did it the next week though.
We did do the
We
next
did it
week. That's true.
I forget which one
That's
that was
true.
supposed
Nice.
to be.
That was the one we were talking about the death of
oh,
buffets and
yes,
fast food and stuff
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
but yes, can't wait for the moon. I'm very excited. I hope that happens this month.
I hope so too. And
Yeah,
people go
it's-
back and listen to the episode. I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to tag it in the comment
And-
section. 'Cause we've
And
done so many.
remember to antagonize your local flat earther.
Yeah, on this podcast, we believe the Holocaust happened and
Yes.
the Earth is round. So,
Yes. And we went to the moon.
and we went to food
If the-
because we're normal thinking people.
Yeah.
Anywho, Today, again, Black History Month. We're doing a Black History Month episode. Again, we usually do a few every month, but since we're only doing 2 episodes, whatever. Anyways, I'm not going to explain ourselves one more time. It's redundant. Anywho, for this month's Black History episode, we're talking about Daniel Chappie James. Chappie.
That's a hell of a nickname right there.
Chappie is a hell of a nickname. I want to go into how we got it, actually. So, he was born in Pensacola, Florida, in 1920. His dad was worked for the gas company in Pensacola, which I think might still even be there. But his mother was actually she was a teacher at first, then she was known for establishing a private school for other African American children in the area. So, one of the I think it's known but not as taught about parts of Black history in the country is that in the South, obviously after slavery ended, segregation was still a thing. A lot of people didn't really want a lot of white people really didn't want schools to be integrated. The whole integration thing was an issue, causing a lot of schools to be created for African Americans specifically. So this is one of those situations. Yeah. His mother established a school just for African American children, just so they can get education. So he was also the youngest of 17 children.
God
which
damn.
is again very typical of the time.
I would say because of course he was.
Of course, well, yeah.
Early 1900s. Like, everybody just
close to 20s, man.
Dude, you didn't have cable.
You didn't have.
That's why they call him Chappie.
You didn't have.
No.
You didn't have latex yet either. I don't think.
Yeah, all you had to do was sweat and fuck. And it was doing a lot of that.
I ain't hiring nobody.
I'm making children to do this work. Yeah. So true. Anyways, so the name Chappie, actually, he inherited from his brother Charles. They literally passed down a nickname. Which to me is hilarious because, like, obviously, like, we all have siblings.
His brother died. They're like, you're Chappie now.
I got too many kids to learn new names.
Dude, my dad has 2 children and gets us confused. I can only imagine.
Oh, it happens in every family.
My brother's name is David, so.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, there are 2 of you. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it still bothers me that I heard somebody call you that once.
Yeah.
When I
that's
visited,
my work name.
Yeah, when I visited you at your job.
He's like, hey, Dave.
Like, and I was talking to a guy named Dave, so I'm like, is this guy losing it? Like, oh, you mean DJ?
Yes, he is. So yeah, the thing that made me laugh about that was like I'm used to like getting hand-me-down clothing and stuff like that. I've never had a hand-me-down nickname though. That is crazy to me.
That kind of sucks.
But what didn't suck was Chappie himself was actually a pretty athletic dude. He was actually 6'4" and 250 pounds. When he grew up,
like he fucking played like defensive end.
He was a big boy.
You know, like he looks mean.
Big boy. So being that he actually, I'm going to go into a bit of his more of his history a little bit further into the future. Obviously, there's his childhood was childhood, but I want to get into like kind of the meat of his life, and a lot happened. So. He ended up going to the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. He actually graduated from there eventually. So just a little bit of history about the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. I'm going to stutter on that word a lot, so bear with me. It was established in 1880. So again, we're talking about the South. It's going to be a lot of that's going on today. So a former Confederate Colonel Wilbur Foster, was up for re-election.
Of course, it's Wilbur.
He must have had a massive mustache.
Had to have. Colonel in the South had to have a mustache. It just makes sense to me.
And a bolo tie.
Again, it just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
one. So he told a gentleman named Lewis Adams that if he could persuade the black voters in the area to vote for Foster, he would push for Alabama to open a school for the black community. In that county. So like elections to this day, the black community has a really, really big sway in how elections go. That's just how it always is. You can look at a history of elections in the country alone. The African American voter has a lot of power and unfortunately is sometimes not used for good. This time it actually was. So what happened was, hey dude, you get the black voters to vote for me for re-election. I know I fought for the South. Ignore that part. Vote for me. I got this. I'll give you guys school. It's like, all right, then. So
in the South, we call this a mulligan.
So he wins, and he's like, hey, It actually did. And normally, I feel like these stories always end horribly. He actually did hold them part of the bargain. He actually did help them open a school.
Huh.
So who knows? Maybe not every story is going to end horribly until it does. We're going to get there. So this school was also obviously associated closely with the Tuskegee Airmen. I'm going to get to that part too in a moment here. So what he did was, of course, open the school for Black people in the county, got the votes. Like I said, the school was eventually opened. The Tuskegee Airmen part does come from students of this university, so I'm going to touch on them as well. The Tuskegee Airmen themselves, of course, deserve their own episode. That's just a lot to cover for them. I'm going to get a little bit into it just because of Chappie's involvement with them. Chappie himself was a commercial. Well, he learned as a civilian pilot, but he also taught pilots at Tuskegee. Since he was from that area, he lived in that area. He was a pilot. World War II happened. They needed pilots. Needed people to train them. Chappie was there. He's like, dude, I got this. He did.
War were declared.
Yeah, the Japanese.
I wonder how many people get that reference when I say that. How many Futurama fans we got out there?
I use gifs from Futurama at work consistently. Every time I say neat, it's always Bender taking a picture.
Yeah.
Every time. Oh, man. You know, I actually really thought I had more about Tuskegee University, but apparently I don't. My notes got messed up when I transferred them from my computer. But anyways, we're just going to go into the airmen now. So the airmen, there were 922 pilots that came from this institute. Before the Tuskegee Airmen, there were no African American pilots in the military. Again, this is the 40s. You can make up the rest for yourself. You know, this is kind of more common history. I don't really need to cover it. But I am going to talk about our boy Eugene Bullard, though, and his monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy!
There it is. Told you guys gonna get to yell something today. So Eugene Bullard, we did an episode about him. I think actually we might have done this. Was it last year Black History Month? Or did I just do it randomly because it was a good story? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did we do that? No, we did that here when we still had the table.
Oh, we might have.
In the
Yeah.
middle. That was here.
That's my monkey.
Yeah, I feel like we did that up here, but we still had the table. So however long ago that was.
I mean, I've almost been here 2 years now, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Oh, goodness, yeah. All right, so Eugene Bullard was the first African American pilot during World War I. However, he did fly in Europe, not from America. So that's the whole story. Goes to the episode. It's actually a really good one. One of my favorite episodes that we've done, and we yelled at Jimmy a lot because they took my monkey.
They took my monkey.
They took my monkey. And we're gonna yell that a lot. So yeah, go back and listen to the episode. It's a good one. So out of the 922 pilots that were trained from 1941 to 1946, 355 of them were deployed, 84 were killed, 68 of them were in action, 12 of them were in training. There were 32 POWs from that group. Just some more stats about them. They flew 1,578 combat missions. 1,267 of them were for the 12th Air Force, 311 of them were the 15th Air Force. A lot of bomber escort missions, so 179 bomber escort missions. The movie itself was kind of, I enjoyed it for entertainment purposes, but you guys ever see the movie Red Tails?
Actually, no, I haven't seen that yet.
Interesting, but it's okay. I mean, it's of course a bit dramatized. There's a bit of fluff given to it.
Yeah.
A bit of movie magic into it.
It's a war movie.
But the Red Tails were still from the Tuskegee Institute. They were called that because the back of their planes had red paint on the tail of the plane. Hence Red Tails.
At this point in life, unless it's Spielberg, I pretty much just expect the fluff.
The fluff, yeah.
You know? And I hate to say that.
It was an entertaining movie, but it was entertaining more than historical. Yeah. I'll put it like that.
Sure.
So, but I mean, worth a watch if you got 2 hours, I guess. So, but yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because one, they're from the Tuskegee Institute. Two, the bomber escort missions is kind of the focus of that movie. Focusing more on them as escort pilots more than fighter pilots. Well, they're fighter pilots, escort, you know.
Yeah, escorting bombers.
Escorting bombers, right? Because they were the P-51s, the Mustangs. Was what they flew. The back of the plane, red tail. Hence the name of the movie and the name of the squad. So
we're there.
Indeed. We got there eventually. Indeed. They won a lot of awards. Of course, there's a lot of dispute about some of them because, well, race has got to be racist and history is what it is. So, but they got 3 distinguished unit citations, which is pretty impressive. Essentially, this, if my memory serves, distinguished unit citation is pretty much a medal of honor for a unit for just being that damn good. This is as good as you can get, as good as you can be. There were 96 distinguished flying crosses and 14 bronze stars, 744 air medals, just in general, and 6 per part. So there's a lot. Again, the Tuskegee Airmen need their own episode. I'm just giving over some of the basic stats of them. But these were the men that Chappie trained, essentially, were going into combat, that were doing the fighting. Chappie, during World War II, was just a trainer during this period. He gets his time to shine a little bit later. We're going to get there. I also would be remiss if I didn't mention Tuskegee experiments because, I mean, when you think about Tuskegee Institute, you think about the college, the airmen, and the experiments. I just have that odor.
And syphilis.
Yep, that was the experiments. So, unfortunately, it is no laughing matter. It was the syphilis experiments. They took African-American men and found and did experiments on them to find out what syphilis did to the male body, brain, and everything. And so
what was it? Half of them?
I will get to the numbers actually. So this was a study related to syphilis on black males. Took place between 1932 and 1972, which is way longer than I feel like people knew about.
Yeah.
Gave credence to. So this was conducted, and you're gonna love this part. Conducted by the Public Health Service and the CDC. These sons of bitches.
Georgia.
Gotta love it. Got to love it. So, what they did was they used 600 impoverished black males from Alabama. Originally was built as lasting 6 months. It actually lasted 40 years. So the experiments were only supposed to last 6 months in general. Like, hey, we're gonna do this. It's still horrible, but lasted 40 years. 28 patients did die from it. 100 died from complications involved with syphilis. 40 of their wives were eventually infected. 19 children were born with it. And the experiments only stopped because the press leaked what was leaked that was going on because nobody knew. Nobody fucking knew. And that was, again, in the 70s, still going on. Can't have shit.
Yeah, pre-World War II, during Vietnam.
Yeah.
That's the span.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
So one quick side note about that, 97, good old Bill Clinton came out with a statement about it, quote saying, what was done cannot be undone, but we can end the silence. We can stop turning our heads away. We can look up, we can look you in the eye and finally say, on behalf of American people, what the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry. That's what a good old Bill Clinton said in 97.
Did he say it with a saxophone around his neck?
I don't know. He didn't say it with any fucking reparations, but whatever. Anyways.
Secretary.
Around his other saxophone. All right, so back to Chappie. Like I said before, he was there at Tuskegee Institute training the pilots that became the Tuskegee Airmen. As I mentioned before, he did get his pilot certification back in 1942. In 1943, he gained a commission as second lieutenant. Hence, again, he was still training these future pilots. He remained a civilian instructor in the Army Air Corps. Eventually trained one of the squadrons I mentioned before. 99th Pursuit Squadron was one of them. He actually did go on to pilot during World War II towards the end of the war. He was part of the Bomber Squadron, the 617th Bomber Squad from January 44 to the end of the war. So not very long. He was there, but not for a very long time. Yeah. He was, again, mainly known as a trainer. He actually did get expelled at one point from Tuskegee his senior year. I was trying to find out why, and I can't find it. So he did graduate from there in 69 though. So whatever. But he was still in the military though this whole time. The Korean War happened, a war that is not talked about nearly enough, but not today's episode either. So we've touched on it before with animals in war. I think we talked about the war horse in one of the episodes. The Korean War. In 1949, the Air Force integrated. So prior to the Korean War, the Army itself was segregated. Still again, very, very racist time to be in the military and serve your country, or trying to serve your country as best you can. Still not viewed as equals. So Korean War, that changed. There was integration. In Korean War, he actually flew 101 combat missions starting in 1950.
Goddamn.
So he's a very busy man. He originally flew the P-51 Mustang, eventually moving on to the F-80 Shooting Star.
Yeah.
Which
So he went from prop to jet.
yeah, he was one of the first jet fighters.
Yeah.
Which back then, I feel like jet fighters were like one of those things where they were like, okay, it has wings, you have a jet engine, let's put the two together and see what happens.
I asked perplexedly why he got
Well,
expelled,
yeah.
and it said for fighting and, quote, too many escapades.
I kept seeing escapades.
Escapades.
I kept saying escapades. I didn't know what it meant. Like,
What are the escapades?
like, is it sexual in nature? Like, what are we doing here?
You're making it worse by just saying escapades.
Escapades. But I kept seeing that too. I'm like, well, I'm not going to write that down because I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So, like, it leads too much.
Like if it's funny, you say shenanigans. If it's serious, it's escapades. Like, if life has taught me anything.
And that's the English language for you.
But I did want to say, actually, on the Korean War,
Yeah.
if anybody ever gets a chance to go to D.C., the Korean War Memorial, specifically at night, is one of the coolest memorials I have ever seen. And you guys know that memorial, or
I've seen it, but it was during the daytime. I can't remember if I ever saw it at night.
yeah, it's lit up.
Yeah.
So it's the guys in the ponchos and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything else, but there's lights under them
Oh
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's honestly kind of ghostly.
Mhm.
At night, it's a hell of a thing. And then in the winter too. I've never been there in the winter, but I've seen pictures.
I've seen pictures of it.
and everything, and it's just because I think anybody that knows anything about the Korean War knows a good chunk of it was fucking cold.
As fuck, yes.
And so like when it snows in DC, it looks very spot on those statues.
Yeah, I've seen it during the day. Back when I went to DC, it wasn't the safest place to be, and they did not want us out there at night.
Yeah, no, and even when I went, still wasn't.
I mean, I was in
Yeah.
8th grade, so they didn't want us out there.
Yeah. I was just there like the next year.
Oh, okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
or wait, did you graduate 06 or 05? I always forget.
I was on 5.
Okay, yeah, I went so was I. So I went the next year. I went
Oh, you're a freshman?
well, the summer before my freshman year.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So literally the month before 9/11.
Okay.
That's when I was in DC.
Yeah, we were in high school for that. Again, if we could have a fucking year without something
Yeah.
right now.
We had our Pearl Harbor, we've had our recessions, now we're landing on the moon, we've got our war in Europe. Now all we need is our second war in Europe.
I mean, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Iran's trying to fuck around and find out.
negotiations happen today. They seem to go well.
I hope so.
I really do too, honestly.
That China's a rising power in the east or west, depending on what side of the globe you're looking on.
Oh man, we are literally having a fucking repeat, man.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Well, history repeats itself. We know that. That's why we're
the 20th
podcast.
century's happening all over again. The order's a little different, but damn.
Mm.
You remember that episode of The Simpsons when Russia refers to itself as the Soviet Union? And they go, dude, I thought you guys broke up. And they go, that's what we wanted you to think. Which is the button. That's where we are. That's where we are.
It's so true.
Berlin Wall's going to come ripping through the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Germany's rearming. Italians are Italianing.
The Italians are bobbity boopity.
The Italians, they're like, there's pipes underneath the pyramids.
Jeez. It's funny because Germany would be on our side this time.
And Poland's going, what?
Poland armed themselves. That's the whole thing.
Oh, dude, Poland's my guy in this, man.
Oh, they're funny.
They spent the whole 20th century not existing.
Yeah, they did.
I don't
They're
blame
not
them
out
one
again.
bit for their attitude.
I get it.
Let's go to Walmart.
Yeah, they went to Walmart of U.S. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, God.
I wonder where that money went. Anywho, so moving on. Of course, Korean War, as we just briefly mentioned. I mean, there's so much to talk about with the Korean War. That's why I didn't cover it here, because that's could again be its own episode in itself.
We should.
And we probably it's the topic that's not talked about often enough, honestly.
No,
but
well, you had the Grand air quotes grandness, but
Mm.
of World War II
Right.
and everything, and the way people look back on it. But then you have the politics of Vietnam.
That's true.
And between those,
Well,
two, that's why people don't think about
Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah, we had the Great War and then the Great War Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Great War Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. and that's true, yeah. Because after that, it was so shortly after that. It's only a few years.
Yeah, 1950 to 1953. And then what's ironic about it is it's the first war of containment, which is what Vietnam was a war of containment. You know, the containment of communism and everything. But
Should have nuked them.
But
anyway.
MacArthur wanted to.
I know.
Yeah, MacArthur wanted to.
It's the only thing he ever said was right.
Yeah, and Truman fired him.
He did.
He beat him all the way to China, all the way to the border. And what now? Nuke him.
He did. He did say that.
Get out.
It's true. I was joking. I was joking about when I said it, but he was very serious.
Yeah. Oh, he was dead serious.
Good times. Good times. The only time I was like, you know what?
Yeah. The world we might live in now.
Hilarious, actually. We still have anime though.
Well, if you go with the Japanese model, we would probably have more anime and everything.
Yes.
I mean, so like you.
I'll say this year.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. Like, look what happened to
what kind of monster do they create? Japanese gave us
Godzilla.
So what does Korea give?
Bigger K-pop stars.
Oh God, my people can only be ripped off so many times.
Just giant K-pop stars.
Again, my people can only be ripped off so many times. I just. Listeners are wondering what I'm talking about. There's a lot of speculation. Not even speculation.
I got no idea what you're.
Oh
what
yeah,
you're
because
referencing.
K-pop has habitually ripped off R&B.
Oh, okay.
Like maliciously.
Gotcha.
Like whenever they use a gunshot song in a sound in one of their songs, like, dude, where the fuck y'all got guns at? Like, anyways, it's just.
I think they're gonna be the next.
And then it's. I have a fucking soapbox.
Honestly, I really think South Korea might be the next Hollywood.
Oh well, I can see that.
Honest to God, and yeah, the way things are going over here and whatnot, and what South Korea is churning out, I think they might be the next Hollywood. When you look like Squid Game, Train to Busan, and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting couple of decades.
Yeah, I have a soapbox. I have a Ben-sized soapbox I want to stand on about K-pop and its relation to the Black community, but.
Bring it and stand on it.
That is not for this podcast. That is not for this podcast. If you'd like to hear that, please meet me in person. I have a rant.
Patreon.
Or the Patreon. Oh, shit. Yeah, that would be a good Patreon episode.
Yeah, you can buy Aaron an old fashioned.
Hear all about it. Hear all about it. Like a bitch about inflation and how it's affected my drinks prices. Anywho. So again, served in Korea. Moving forward again in history though, because Vietnam is on the ballot, of course. He actually does get deployed to Vietnam. 1966, he is named Deputy Commander of Operations. So this whole time, he's just moving his way up the ranks. I mean, flying 101 missions in Korea, especially successfully, and making it back home in one piece.
Yeah.
Definitely got his name out there. He started off second like lieutenant. He's moving his way up the ranks. He's gonna get very, very high up there eventually. I'm gonna get there. Of course, 1967, he served with Colonel Robin Olds. So Chappie and Colonel Robin Olds. Chappie being black man.
The dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo that they were.
Mustachioed
men that they were. War heroes from World War II and Korea. They were named Black Man and Robin.
Love it.
So,
Black Man and Robin.
Black Man and Robin.
Black Man and Robin.
Black Man and Robin. And I'm not surprised by that because I mean it's the 60s and it's also the military. Like
I love it.
There is no better ribbing that you will receive in the world than that. So
and actually I did figure out what mustache that other guy had. Rob.
Yeah.
And everything. He had this guy's mustache.
I'll put him on
the John L. Sullivan?
Huh?
The John L.
Yeah,
Sullivan?
that meme dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's John L. Sullivan.
That's the mustache he had.
It
I
is.
should have thought about that downstairs.
Robin Olds, Colonel Robin Olds, his again deserves his own episode too. I've been saying that a lot. I feel like this episode, there's a lot of things that we can talk about in greater detail in other places. But just to get through this story, and I know us and how we get off topic sometimes, just to keep this at a reasonable time. I had to separate it, and at least separate other episodes. That and some of the stuff we covered in other ones, anyways. Like we talked about some Eugene Bullard and his monkey.
Jimmy,
Indeed.
My monkey. I can't fit him in. I don't know why he's Cotton Hill, but he is.
He is now. So in Vietnam, he actually did fly 78 combat missions into North Vietnam, which is still a sizable amount of missions.
A lot. Like, I don't know the average, but 100 and something, 70, that's a lot. That sounds like
a lot. That is a lot. So
I do think the North Korean Air Force was bigger.
They were.
Yeah.
They were at the time. Yes, they were. So there was, of course, Operation Bolo, which the Fat Electrician covered. So if you want to learn about that, you can always watch his episode. I'm going to give the very overarching view of it. Essentially, U.S. made a trap and took out half of the North Vietnamese flying force in one battle in that part of Vietnam because they hit them with some trickery, some tomfoolery,
some deceit,
some hooliganism,
some escapades ensued.
Escapades definitely happened. I'm trying to remember the name. What was the name of the operation? Was it Rolling Thunder? What was the big ass bombing?
That should be Rolling Thunder
of Vietnam. Okay. So he was also, of course, they were, this Operation Bolo happened, I believe, after that.
Okay.
So, no, it would have been, was it before or after? Actually, that's
I'll find out.
Because essentially one of those ended the war. So essentially, put Vietnam on the table for talking. A lot of talking. So anyways, he was flying while Ben's looking that up. He was flying missions during that time. Again, 78 combat missions is no small number.
So Rolling Thunder, would have opened the war. That was 1965.
Okay, what was the other one then? Because wasn't there another one?
Is there a Thunderbolt, Operation Thunderbolt?
I can't remember, dude. I really should look this up. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good. This gives me something to do.
Nice.
Before this, all I had to do was stare at DJ and no offense, but pass.
Fair enough.
Oh, Thunderbolt's a fucking movie.
Wait, wasn't? Oh no, that was Thunderball.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of it as it was a movie.
There was a James Bond movie. Thunderball.
That's Thunderball.
Yeah. I've been watching.
Here, I'll just search some air campaigns and chime back in a little bit.
Sure. But eventually, Vietnam War ended. We're gonna move forward a little bit until Ben gets back to us after he's done on his handy computer. So, moving again forward in history. After Vietnam, the Libyan coup. So, Gaddafi again could have his own episode about what happened with that, and also Libyan.
We watched him die.
Yeah. Thanks, Cable.
Another life event.
Honestly, though. Yeah. But this is the beginning of it. Of what's up?
What year abouts were you looking for earlier?
I have no idea.
You're not sure?
No.
Because we have Rolling Thunder that was 65 to 68. So that was a continuous operation.
Right, it lasted forever, yeah.
Linebacker 1 and 2 in 72. That is more towards
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, that's more towards the end.
Yeah, because it's what essentially ended the war.
Okay, yeah, because our involvement ended in 73.
Right.
The war for the South ended in 75.
Well, yeah.
So this would have happened the year before we withdrew.
Yeah. So essentially, the United States bombed the absolute fuck out of Northern Vietnam, causing North Vietnamese army like, hey,
this is the most innocuous description too. Intense, less restricted campaign in response to the Northeastern offensive. I just like that. Less restricted. Well, it means a lot of people died.
Well, also you gotta remember the government's involvement too with Vietnam, which was heavily involved. The government telling them what to do, where to go, how to do it. Instead of letting generals command, the government commanded, which is a horrible idea. Yeah, you want to see something funny in history? Look up the government trying to do anything right. Anywho.
See all of it.
Yeah, literally look at it. So Libyan coup. At this point in his career, he was the commander of the 77,272nd fighter training wing in the Libyan Arab Republic. So Muammar Gaddafi came to power. He was leading this revolution, and they wanted America out. That was part of his thing, the evil West, the evil capitalists, the evil da 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 da. We were the bad guy in his world. So he wanted America the fuck out of his country. We're like, okay, but we leave when we want to though. And he was like, well, but no, like, but get the fuck out. And we were like, no.
Just the last guy at the party who won't fucking.
It was Chappie.
Yeah.
It was Chappie.
I'm gonna
100% it was
finish this
Chappie.
drink, goddamn.
It was 110% Chappie.
That's like the guy at the bar that knows he's getting arrested but wants to finish his drink and watch him on badge cam.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, all right, but I'm going to finish this. No, you ain't. But by God, he did.
So yeah, essentially Chappie was that dude. It was like, I mean, we'll leave, but like, I'm not in a rush though. Like, I'm gonna get out of here, but not because you told me to.
Libya's got a beach. I'm gonna take my time.
Exactly, he was kicking it. So, according to Chappie, Gaddafi and his militia rolled up to the gates of the Air Force base that they were on. So again, he was the base commander of this base. He told them like, hey, like we're leaving. Get our shit out of here. He didn't want to leave anything or anybody behind, essentially. So he was taking his time getting everybody out, as a good commander should. Well, Gaddafi was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. He was like, you and who? Them motherfuckers? All right. I'm Chappie, bitch. Anyways, so this is a quote. I'm going to quote James. So as Gaddafi was standing at the gate and with a loudspeaker yelling at Chappie, and Chappie was at the gate yelling back at him, James said,
I'm just thinking of that YouTube video.
Oh,
and
what's your name? Gaddafi. Fuck you, Gaddafi.
Fuck you, Gaddafi.
Just,
oh God, that's a shirt. That's
What's
a
your
t-shirt.
name?
That's a t-shirt
Chappie.
waiting to happen.
what's your name? Gaddafi.
Fuck you, Gaddafi.
Just say it.
I built that fire over there. Don't bring my mother into this. It's fantastic.
It's either that or I'm in a tank and you're not my dad.
No, I like the first one
It's
better.
one of those. I like that one. I like that one. That's your
Oh
name.
man.
Ezekiel.
So as Gaddafi was standing outside of this gate, yelling at Chappie, he's slowly but surely moving his hand towards the pistol holstered on his waist. And this is where Chappie says, I told him to move his hand away. If he had pulled that gun, his hand would have never cleared the holster.
Mm-hmm.
Chappie was about that action. About that action. He wanted the smoke. He's like, dude, Gaddafi, if you really, come on, man.
I wish you would pull that motherfucking pistol out.
Do it.
I haven't been in a dogfight down here yet.
Again, escapades.
Chappie was a big dude.
He was not a small man.
So it's like,
Well, over there, he'd be a fucking giant.
oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, North Africa is not filled with big people.
Yep.
You gonna fucking shoot black man too? Like,
Yeah, like
not
it's
gonna
a 6'4", 250-pound black man with a mustache
black
telling you
man
to
and
fuck
Robin?
off.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
And Gaddafi had a smaller mustache.
He really did. He had
Yeah.
one of those little bullshit
Oh
ones.
yeah. One of those. Yeah, like he had the Gomez Adams, but it just didn't look distinguished like on Raul Julia.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if Gaddafi had pulled that gun, he would have never had his harem.
Mm-mm.
Good for those ladies. They would have been saved so much grief. Anywho, sorry, just another beef in my head. I got a lot of beefs today, man. I'm tired. Anywho, so moving forward again in history, they do eventually evacuate. Nobody was left behind. Nothing important was left behind. They do leave eventually, but then America comes back eventually. You guys know how it goes.
Mhm.
Gaddafi doesn't live long.
No.
Oh, he does. He actually does live a while after this. Now that I think about it, because he died when we were alive.
2012.
Right.
Or-
so
yeah.
he actually did have
2012.
for a dictator.
Well,
he actually had a
well,
pretty good run.
The annex attack was in 2012. I forget if he died
Mm.
like that year.
Sure.
But yeah, again, for anybody that's watched 13 Hours and is familiar with those guys, and if you watched or listened to what our first Star Wars episode,
Mm.
where I was talking about the fact that I met Tonto and Boone
Oh yeah.
from the annex,
Mhm.
doing a class with them or taking a class from them. and everything, and Boone being a giant Star Wars nerd, because he's reading a John Grisham in the movie, and I asked, were you actually reading that, or they just put that in the movie to, make you seem a certain way or whatever? And and he goes, yeah, I was reading it and everything, but not because of like some sort of existentialism or whatever they're trying to portray in the movie. I just like Star Wars, and George Lucas liked John Grisham too. I think it was John Grisham.
I like that.
I forget. I might be wrong now that I think about it, but whatever the author was,
It's good stuff.
yeah, and what have you. But it's actually worth noting if you watch the movie and what actually happened, the militia that comes to actually help the Americans that were attacked at the annex that night in 2012 were Gaddafi's militia.
Okay.
And after the toppling had happened and everything, and Libya broke into faction warfare, the people that showed up were actually, according to Tonto, in a different thing, that was Gaddafi's militia that came to get them out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Right on. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. Also, just a bit of history of Gaddafi. Again, there's so much to talk about with this dude, but it's on Netflix. How to Become a Tyrant is the name of the series.
Oh, yeah.
There's an episode about him on there.
Yeah, you and I have talked about that.
Yeah, there's an episode about Gaddafi on there.
Joseph Campbell, not John Grisham. It was a Joseph Campbell book. That's what it was. I knew I was wrong.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Joseph Campbell. There we go. Whew.
Nice.
Glad that didn't go out unedited.
Yeah, the one person that would have known the difference. Like, wait,
right?
this son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. It's gonna be that Thaddeus guy fucking talking shit just about me this time. And me and him are gonna have beef.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Joseph Campbell was the guy that George Lucas liked, and that was a book that was being read in 13 hours.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So, moving past that, of course, 1975, he was promoted to the rank of 4-star general, making him the very first African American in history to become a 4-star general, the highest rank of the time of any African American ever.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, the highest you can make anymore anyway.
Well,
because there hasn't been a 5-star general since Eisenhower.
Right.
And I don't know why. I know I learned why at one point, but I do not recall.
I feel like I know that answer.
Yeah, I don't recall why that was done away with, or if it wasn't done away with, just never done again.
Well, I mean, it was also a special time too, though.
Yeah.
Because we were in the middle of again, the World War II Electric Boogaloo.
Well, yeah, and you had, a supreme allied commander, not just,
right. Yeah, just not.
Right. I mean, it didn't really. I'm going to regret saying this out loud, but I don't feel like that really happened again until the first Gulf War with Schwarzkopf, where there was a big multinational
coalition.
Yeah, but also like under one flag.
I see.
That, and again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I almost feel bad saying that out loud, but even then, he was still a 4-star. So I'm not sure why they did away with that rank. But yeah, Eisenhower was the last one, so that's as high as you could go at this time. Yeah.
So he was also the first black guy to do it, which is pretty freaking cool. Which is why I wanted to bring up this episode, actually, because I feel like it's important to know. We had just finished talking about Vietnam, I think, our last episode. So I feel like it was kind of topical.
Yeah. I got the internet. I'm going to find out about that rank.
Fair enough. But moving in forward in history, unfortunately, in 1978, 2 weeks after his 58th birthday, he passed away.
Oh, damn.
Yep, he unfortunately had a heart. So he had a heart attack, which actually forced him to retire early. He was probably going to stay in. I mean, he was only 58. He wasn't that old.
Yeah.
Especially that being that rank that he was. He definitely wasn't that old. So he unfortunately had a heart attack, and was forced to retire. He had another heart attack after that. What's interesting though is one of his sons actually reached the rank of lieutenant general. And served as the adjunct general of the Texas National Guard, which was also the first African American to overhold that position.
Oh, shit.
That was his son.
God damn.
Yep. Very, very high ranking family. Very, very honorable. And yeah, he's pretty cool dude. Did a lot, and that's what I want to talk about. There we go.
So I have an answer.
Okay.
It's a little more interesting than I would have thought. So the rank was basically invented. Where'd it go?
I looked at the same thing.
Yeah, to match Allied rank structures during World War II. But the rank has not been awarded since 1950, and the 9 The 9 were. That's got to be wrong. There's no way they never retired. But the rank became obsolete after not one of ours. Eisenhower was the last one of ours to receive the rank for sure. But the rank became obsolete after Omar Bradley died in 1981. Yeah. So yeah, we were just trying to match our allies' ranking structure,
we did what the British style rank us.
Yeah. So and
that's exactly what happened.
So and there were, and I probably shouldn't have said Eisenhower. I think that's just who everybody thinks about.
Okay.
But there were 9 recipients total: George Marshall, Douglas MacArthur, which tracks, Eisenhower, Henry H. Arnold, Omar Bradley, William Leahy, Ernest King, Chester Nimitz, and that would be a fleet admiral,
right?
Would be the naval equivalent, and then William Halsey.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why. So yeah, it was just a matter of matching ranks to across the Atlantic.
We didn't want the British to outrank us.
Yeah.
That's it.
Never again.
Right.
We took that shit personally.
Literally, 1776 happened. Never again.
History began
after 1776. Everything before that was a mistake.
There will be no red, and we will have more stars.
I was just quoting.
They're on our flag.
I was just quoting. What's his name? Ron Swanson.
Oh.
Yeah, like you need to watch Parks and Rec. I don't know why you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, the history began in 1776. Everything before that was a mistake.
I agree with that statement.
He's like in London as he said.
Yeah, he was in London right when he said it.
He like looks at the tower, like the clock's
like, oh, it's a big clock. It doesn't even look at it. It takes a picture of it.
Actually, fun fact. If I remember correctly, the name Big Ben is actually for the bell, not the clock.
I feel like that's right. I'm looking it up.
And the whole reason that we call clocks is because the word for bell, I think in Dutch, was very close to clock, because you use bells to tell time first. And everything. Then the clock was invented, so on and so forth and whatnot. And that's how we got the name.
So you're right. So Big Ben is the nickname for the massive 13.7 ton bell inside of the clock tower. The tower itself is actually named Elizabeth Tower.
Oh, really?
Formerly named the clock tower.
I did not know that.
It might have been Elizabeth Tower after Elizabeth died.
Oh, maybe, okay, that's fair.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, that's right. It's actually not named after her death. It was actually named after the Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee in 2012. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so yeah. It is the fucking bell.
Yeah, I remember learning. And then I'll give you one more fun fact. Do you know why clockwise is clockwise and not the other way around? Like why? Sundials.
Oh, that makes sense.
But specifically in the northern hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and this is where the clocks were invented, was the northern hemisphere. So it follows that pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So if they've been invented in the southern hemisphere, go the other way.
Right.
So to speak. So yeah, that the whole reason that clockwise is because just the shadow and everything. So it went to emulate the sundials.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ben.
That's what I'm here for.
Indeed. Well, that's all I have to say about Chappie. That's
a good one. I like that.
Yeah, short and sweet, kind of right to the point.
I just keep thinking about when you were talking about all the flights he did, like when he's like in Vietnam and Korea, and like him trapping all of those fighter pilots. I just keep thinking of like one of the dudes in the plane going, "Oh no, it's Wakaman and Wabe."
Yes.
And then he killed everybody.
Well, yeah, the rules of engagement for Vietnam were so dumb. Again, politicians being involved.
A ton of it was dumb.
Politicians being involved with the war. That's
even the ground war. You capture a hill and then give it up immediately for.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Like, are we trying to take it or not?
Right. Yeah, those poor guys.
Yeah.
It was a colossal waste of time.
No, it was. The one thing I'll say about the Vietnam War, I'll say a lot, but the one thing I'll say right now is if we hadn't fought the Vietnam War the way we fought in Afghanistan, we probably would have performed just as poorly as the Soviets did. If we hadn't had 12-ish years of irregular fighting to learn from in the jungles of Vietnam. That's the one. That's the one thing I'll say. Irregular and guerrilla warfare, all those years prior, because yeah,
We got to create an all-star lineup one day of like the A team, and we pick like our 5 favorite, like, like just
That is a great
badass
idea.
soldiers.
just soldiers.
Yeah, just
Oh.
make your own A team.
This is a fantastic idea. This is a really good idea.
Strictly U.S. or global?
Kind of want to go global.
Oh,
it's got to be global. If it's
Damn,
not
that's a
18,
really big-
maybe like a Marvel kind of.
Okay, wait,
Okay, the Avengers, that would be easy.
That'd be better. Avengers.
Well, yeah. Are you restricting it to times, or
No, this can go back in
my
history.
Lord.
The Avengers,
This has gotten harder
Ultimate.
now.
oh, this just
So so if we're doing this, we'll lay this out for the future reference. So you got to pick a character for each Avenger and match the soldier or whoever to it, or just random.
Ooh, that adds some challenge to it.
It
Yeah.
Oh,
does.
That actually could actually so we're talking about like the big, so like would you say the top 5 Avengers? Like we're talking about like
what, Iron Man, Captain America.
yeah, Iron Man, Cap. We're doing Hawkeye, I guess. I'm going over movie Avengers, by the way.
Well,
I'm not going over
yeah,
comic
yeah.
books.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah, I'm not doing
movies.
comic book Avengers because that's a whole other issue.
Yeah,
But-
Hulk, Thor.
Hulk, Thor,
That's the 5 right there, right?
and Black Widow, I guess.
Yeah, Black Widow. Which actually, yeah, that'd be really good. We got to include, because there's so many characters to pick from.
We need to include our favorite spy.
Yeah.
So we need to find a character that matches those 6.
Oh, yeah.
I got the spy, Nathan Hale.
I actually could pick a few spies, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's actually the easiest part of this. The rest of it, oh no, Captain America should be pretty easy. Yeah, we're going to get back to you on this one, podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I just realized I have William Wallace and Musashi on the same team.
yes, get Musashi.
Oh, yeah. He only appears at like the end of the movie randomly. He just saves shit and then just fucking cuts out.
As long as he does better than the Yakuza guy did in Predators,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be happy.
That was just a lot of
Oh,
show for nothing.
Oh, that was a terrible movie.
Mhm.
Terrible movie. When your third act rips off a better movie, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo landing in the jungle was like my favorite scene.
Oh God, I forgot he was in that.
movie, where like he just hits the ground. He's like, "Puta de madre!" Just wakes up with his guns out. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Danny Trejo being Danny Trejo. I think he
Yeah.
might be on one of my Avengers. I need to find out.
Fantastic.
I need to find out if he served.
Fucking machete.
Yeah, he can't die.
He can't.
I don't think he did. But
He's
I'm looking
looked the same age. Well, no, he does look a little bit more old and
Yeah,
beat up
dude,
now.
if you go back and watch Heat, like the man's aged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
The man is definitely aged.
He was in. I think he was in American Me and another. He was like only a couple small prison scenes.
Mm,
Like he wasn't
Hmm.
even like any kind of main character.
I feel like everybody was an American Me.
He was not in the military, by the way.
Damn.
I'm gonna wrap this episode up though, because we're
Yeah.
we're already over an hour. Might as well.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to keep something like like the old days,
Mhm.
like we had discussed doing. So
And
Yeah,
we're also
so-
ending the same way we started with fucking movies.
that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
We talk about movies, music, and food a lot.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. If you made it this far in the episode, we appreciate it. You all giving us a listen. Sorry, I'm starting to stutter again. I'm really tired.
Mm.
Anyways, if you made it this far in the episode, we appreciate giving us a listen to. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. We do have a Patreon. It's called Aftertaste. We have, I want to say like 10 or 11 episodes on there now.
Yeah, we got to post some more stuff.
It's been a minute, but yeah, it's like $1 a month though. So if you want to listen to 10 extra episodes of us being unfiltered, with no topic and raunchy as all hell on some of those, go ahead and let those listen for $1.
Again,
And,
movie reference. I'd buy that for $1.
Indeed. Other than that, we hope y'all have a good one. Be cool, be safe out there. If you are listening and of our African American descent, happy Black History Month. Make sure you stay moisturized, stay hydrated, and stay minding your business. I appreciate y'all. Be cool.
Thanks, guys.